To this day, she probably don't know. After she watched this, she'll know. But that's just, and it ain't like I was broadcast. Nobody probably didn't know I was still going to church. I was still singing, and I was smoking weed almost every day. Like, but like I said, that's just how I cope. And then at some point, I'm like, this ain't really me. Like, this not me. So I just stopped cold turkey. I was like, that ain't me. I don't want to do that no more.
So once you stop smoking weed and you're starting to get back, some form of peace back in your life, then this happened to your father. Did that set you back? Did you go back to the weed? Did you?
I would say I would smoke. Well, like they say, tap the blunt. I tap the blunt every little. You know what I'm saying? Every now and again. It wasn't like it was when Mama passed. Okay. Because at this time, I got a baby, and I know God make no mistakes. I know everything happened for a reason. My son saved me from just losing it. Every time I look at my baby, I'm like, you was born, daddy passed. Like, you came right before he passed. Like, I needed you.
Like, God knew that.
Yeah, like, I needed you. So I would just, when I feel like I couldn't talk to nobody else, I talked to my baby. I cried to my baby. Like, he was. And I even remember, like, I don't know, maybe like him being 2 years old. And, I still have those days or those moments where something will remind me of my parents and I just bawl. I remember him wiping my tears one day. He was just on my lap and I'm crying. And he was just looking up at me. And he just sat down, wiped my face, and then laid his head up against. And Lord, I lost it even more. I'm like, Lord, this baby, no, he just don't know what he doing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with Dad, like I had something. Now I got this beautiful child that just be looking at me every day, and I'm looking like, ooh, girl, you can't lose it because you got this.
Depending on
you got, yeah. Mm-hmm. So there were many, many times. I ain't gonna lie, there's many times I was like, F this, like this. So what? Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of being the mama. I'm tired of being the big sister. Like, somebody always need me. Somebody always calling on me. Like, I need a break. I wanted to give up so many times. Like, it was, had a want to in me. But God like, nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. And there be ways I be thinking about, well, what if I just, no, you can't do that. What if and it even, like, God just be convicting me because I be like, well, I ain't going to church Sunday. I don't feel like it. Like, I'm not doing this. I just tried to give up. And God like, you can't give up now. You know what I'm saying? I done brought you too far. Like, what? How does that sound? Like, giving up, got this beautiful baby. And I'm telling you, every time I would look at Carter, I'm like, okay, I got to fight a little bit more. Like, bro, this kid depending on you. Like, you just can't. And from there, that like, he was my reason to keep going. Like, God keep reminding me, like, I blessed you with this. You can't give up.
Oh, God. So, that's beautiful. So, like, can you remember back to what point did it really sink in that you're going to be a caretaker? Like, okay, my mom's gone. My dad is, doing whatever. Rita, like, you really going to be like a mama. But you still so young, but you still got to be like the mama.
What's crazy to me is I ain't never think about it.
Really? You just did it?
It's just like this. And looking back, it's just like, how did I? Or how? It was never a thought like, oh, snap, I got to stop and put my life on pause because I got to do this. It's like stuff was coming, and it's like I'm handling it as it come. Like, I didn't think. And even with mom, going back to when mom was sick, her last days here, we also lost my granddaddy. My granddaddy passed uh March 2014. Mama passed May 2014. I was in school at the time, honestly. I was in massage school. That was hard. Having to go to school, leave mama at home. I wasn't driving at the time. God blessed me to meet a girl in school that was from Lancaster. My little white chick. That's my girl. Her mama name was Emily too. And me and her instantly clicked. She was older than me. But me and her instantly clicked. She would come to the house in the mornings, pick me up from school. I always checked on mama. She was there when granddaddy passed. And matter of fact, I got the call that granddaddy passed. I had to go to school that day. And I called her. I said, Mandy, my granddaddy, he passed. I just got to phone my grandma. Oh, Sharita, you cannot go to school. You girl, do you need anything? I'll stay at home school with you. We do our makeup work. Because it was like massage school. Everything was like fast track. I think it was like a 9-month program or something like that. And baby, when you missed a day, you just had so much work to do. So I ain't never want to miss no day. But actually, when granddad passed, I still went to school. It was hard, but I still went to school. And she was like, girl, I'll stay here home with you. You don't got to go. And I was like, man, I'm not making up all that work. We're going to school. Like, come get me. So I went, but she was there by my side all day, rubbing on me, consoling me, that type of thing. And then mama passed. And I think I had graduated in June or July. It was hard. And I went to go take my massage licensing exam and missed by like 15 points away from passing. And I couldn't focus. I couldn't stop thinking about mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was still fresh.
Right.
Like, a month or two after she passed, I'm here trying to take an exam. Like, it just... And I already don't like taking no tests. Baby, that wasn't it. I couldn't focus. And then from there, I just never went back to school. That's another thing I like to do. I like to massage. I never went back to take the exam. It was just like life started happening after that. I just had to do what I know to do. My hustle was doing hair. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how and working with kids as well. So like that's just what I did. And I didn't think about what was coming. Just like I just did it. And I know that wasn't nobody but God, because me and my own strength couldn't have did none of the stuff. Looking back, like I know the first thing about getting out, finding no place, signing for this, doing that. My brother was in 10th grade when mom passed. He still had 2 more years of high school left. I became the parents. I went to orientation, parent meetings, whatever they had, I went. My dad didn't go.
So how did you balance that? Because now you like the mom now, so you are balancing your siblings' needs and your needs, and you're still young. Like,
yeah, it was hard. A lot of times I feel like I didn't, well, even now, I really feel like I lost out on my 20s. I don't really feel like I had
you had to grow up fast.
I grew up fast. Yeah, that's exactly the right words. I grew up fast, and I feel like I missed out on a lot, and didn't really get to enjoy a lot of those other things that people my age was doing, because I was taking care of my siblings.
Yeah, you was grown.
Yeah,
you had to be grown.
Yeah.
So, did you have were there family members who offered support? But even with them offering support, was it?
I would say yeah and no. People would call and check on us every now and again, pray with us, y'all need anything. And now, I just say I look at death a whole nother way.
Really?
And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not nothing people can say, that can make you feel better or be okay. So like people would call and stuff, and I know that people mean well, but I'm like, they like let me know if you need anything. And I'm just looking like, why you gotta say that? Like, we do know we need something. We young. Like, just bring us some food over here. Like, do something. Like, not just.
So young.
I'm just like, what I'm supposed to tell you I need? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, that was my thought sometimes. So it was. I don't know. It was just different, and like I said, I look at death differently because people would call, but honestly, for the most part, I would say our friends is what kept us going and kept us, because they the ones who was really there. And not saying that they was materialistic, buying us stuff or bringing us nothing, like not like that. It was just they was there. They was there.
Wow.
And to be honest with you, so many people just flat out pissed me off. I ain't want to talk to nobody, to really be honest. Because I feel like when my mom was sick and she was going through, all those people that say they love her, where y'all were? Family too. You know when people apologize, I'm sorry, I ain't get to come by there. Save it.
Right.
Save it.
Right.
Like that's just how it was. So I really feel like we was on our own. We came through that by ourselves.
By yourself.
Me and my babies. And I tell them all the time, like, y'all think y'all grown. Y'all my baby. Me and my sister ain't never 2 years apart. But girl, and I be like, I don't care nothing about y'all because y'all got kids. Y'all my babies. Y'all know that, right? Like, because we did. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my baby. So, like, it was really like that. And I know, people would reach out on Facebook and say different things. But when it came down to it, like, who was really there?
Right.
I will say this. Shout out to Sean Drakeford. It's one of my mom good friends, best friends. And if I don't remember nobody else, I remember Sean. Because she was there. She would come check on mama, fix mama something to eat. Or like before I left to go to school, Sean was there. She'll call me and be like, your mama ate. She would keep tabs like, this what your mama ate today. Or I fixed her this sandwich, but she ain't want it.
She showed up.
She showed up.
She gave her flowers while she was here.
She showed up. So, stuff like that, you're going to remember who was there.
Right.
And there was a lot of people, like I say, that really wasn't there. And I understand, people busy and people had a life, but don't try to show up now that she gone, because it's too late now.
Right. Don't hand her flowers when she came.
So that's how it's too late. So we did that with the help of God, but we did that. Like, it was just us.
Girl. So, how did the role of a caretaker affect your relationship with your sibling? Because now you went from being now you went from you sis like us, now you like telling us what to do.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I ain't gonna lie. We used to butt heads a lot. It definitely took a toll on our relationship. My brother still being young, and Zach was always quiet, so he stayed in the background. And then he never really wanted to see dad like sick and stuff like that. And then when mom was here, he was still a baby. So he didn't really say much when mom passed, and we always asked him, you okay? You want to talk? But he never truly, really spoke.
Yeah, because he
out.
was really young when I was.
And I don't know if he had somebody to talk to outside of us, but to this day, he don't say a whole. Zach don't say a whole lot, So, Drina did a lot. When mom passed, I think Drina was home from college. She was in college, and I think she had came home for the summer. Again, not knowing. But when mama passed, she didn't go back to school. Like, that was a lot on her. So she was only coming home that I remember just for the summer. But and then with me being in Massage school, Drina was probably at the house more than I was. And I can't say she did a lot. Me being in my 20s, like on the weekends and stuff, I'm like, well, I done been home, mama, during the week. Now I'm gonna go with my friends, the weekend. And I just wanted to be young. I just wanted to be,
You just want to live.
yeah, I just wanted to live. And, Drina would be there. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes we'll get into it because she be like, I done this for mama. You was going with your friends, you know what I'm saying? Just getting me told. Getting me told. And I'd be like, well, then I want to breathe. I want to get out, the house too. So, but it was hard. Because if daddy ain't being daddy, the kids got to pick up the slack.
Somebody got to.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do it. So there were plenty of times where me and Drina just flat out fell out. And we going back and forth. Because who gonna do this, who gonna do that? Or I did this and I did that. It's your turn, it's your turn. It's hard when you young. Because at that time, yeah, you just want to live. You like, done, well, I ain't gonna be here all day. Like, it's your turn. Like that. So it was hard. But I will say that, since then we've talked about a lot of things, and all in all, we've grown closer since them passing. We a lot closer. Yeah, that's it, and that's been our words for the longest time. We all we got.
Right.
Yep.
So do you think your siblings understand and appreciate the sacrifices like you made?
When we was going through it, nope, absolutely not. They didn't. They didn't. And I just be saying, one day, like our mom was like, one day you gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be like, one day, just watch. You know what I'm saying? Now, absolutely.
They do.
Absolutely.
They're older now.
Absolutely. But at the time, you just think you are mama. You don't want to tell us what to do and you ain't do. And I'm like, but it's a lie. Like, but now, absolutely. I think they absolutely see what my heart was in the right place. I was trying to do the right thing.
What are the biggest lessons you learned from this experience?
Never take life for granted. First of all, because my mom was a perfectly healthy woman. Got pneumonia, and her life was never the same. Who knew? You know what I'm saying? Like, who knew? Then you be like, done, like, Lord, she was the good one. Like, why you take somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Like, just being real. She was one of the good ones. Like, why did she have to go? So you just never know. It ain't about like, cause you just do everything right, or cause you this or you that, and you got this and you that. Life is short. Honor your parents. They not gonna always be here. Yeah, y'all gonna fall out. Y'all gonna bump heads. Y'all gonna agree to disagree. But again, remember, you only get one. They're not gonna always be here. So that's one of my biggest lessons. Cause since then, I've been seeing people on Facebook falling out with their parents and going tit for tat on Facebook. And cause your parents, now they get took while you doing all this, you gon', you know what I'm saying? That's just how. So I'm just like I tell anybody in Kurt, fix it. If it's something going on, fix it. And if you can't fix it, like, give it to God.
Ooh, yes.
Cause like it took me a while to get to this place, but now like there is nothing in my life that I don't give to him. Cause I be like, who finna be stressed out? I can't. Like, I'm not about to be stressed. You not about to wear me to death. Give it to him. Like, we gonna give it to him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of people don't know this, but I have a sister outside of the siblings I already named, Drina, Zach, and Peyton. I have a sister same age as me, my dad's daughter. Before my mom. Me and her graduated together, got close. After graduation, long story short, my dad ended up telling me my senior year that he had a daughter. And he was like, it was never like confirmed. There was never a DNA test. But I know that's my daughter. You know. And after he brought it to me, I said, you know what? We Made up like me too. Got the big tits and all this stuff. Okay, putting it together. So I was like, okay. She was a teen mom, got pregnant young.
Oh wow.
And
So both of y'all.
us loving kids, me loving kids, and I remember seeing her over the summer after we graduated high school, and I was like, "Girl, you have the baby, you know, like, if you ever need a babysitter, call me, girl. I got you."
So you connected with your sister that your dad had outside of.
At that time, I was only going off what my dad.
Beautiful.
I was only going off what Dad told us. She didn't even know. All she know is like, this is my friend from school. Like, she said she babysit my baby,
Oh.
and sure enough, when after she had him and start wanting to go out and stuff, can you watch my baby this weekend? Girl, yeah. Baby came, looked just like Zach. It was crazy how much Zach baby picture and this her son looking like. And it's like I just felt something like this my sister. Like, no, you just have a little feeling. So I was like, that's my sister. So after we had then kind of built some type of relationship, we had kept her son many times. Daddy ended up telling her she's coming to the house one day to do the drop off or pick up.
So she didn't have
All this time she didn't know.
So you knew.
Yes.
You
we
just
all
didn't.
knew. She didn't know.
Oh wow.
I was a friend from school, babysitting her baby.
Never knew that you her sister.
Never knew. Never knew. So after, you know what I'm saying, we done got comfortable. She done got comfortable with us. Dad basically explained the story, timeline, and he was like, "You my daughter, but we never got a, DNA test, whatever." And her being young, I don't know, we probably was like 19. She was kind of lost, like, wow. Like, and Daddy was like, "Do you mind if we do a home DNA test?" He was like, "My wife will do it."
So your mom.
We ordered a home DNA test. It was mailed to us. Mama did it. Sent the results to my email. Came back 99.99. And the girl, she was so nervous. She was just like, "Please don't tell my mom. I don't want her to be upset with me. I don't want her to know like we did this and without her." You know what I'm saying? So DNA test came back, and it was maybe, I don't know, a year or so later. A year later, she was pregnant again. Had a little girl this time. I'm so happy. So, and we used to get her. So we all was kind of building the bond. She even went to like family reunion on my daddy's side with us one year.
And that just goes to show how loving Emily was. Yeah. Like, some of these wives now, baby, you'd have been
absolutely
both you and the child.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But that just goes to show how big her heart was.
Absolutely. And when she loved them babies. We even got pictures of the kids. Like, one of the time mama got sick, the baby's been at the hospital, taking a picture with her in the hospital, in the bed with her. So now, like, okay, I got a sister. Everything was going okay. And then at some point, all that stopped. I'm talking about, like, for real, like, stop. I got a message from my sister and was like, "You're not my sister. He ain't really my daddy. Y'all can leave me alone. We don't want to have nothing to do with y'all." Bloop. Never heard forever again.
Wow.
Broke my heart. Like, broke my heart. For like a year or two, I kept trying to reach out. No response. Blocked us on social media. We was like, dang, like, what happened? Like, where did this coming from? And the only explanation that we could think of or that daddy came up with was like her mama had to find out and probably said there was no possible way that he's your father because she was her boyfriend was in the military and her and daddy had to mess around
Oh,
and
so
he
that
wasn't
would have had to make her okay.
that
Yeah.
she told that man she was pregnant by him.
So that cause
So yeah, it's a
yeah.
lot. So daddy was like, you know what I'm saying, she didn't want to admit to her boyfriend at the time that while he was away, me and her messed around or whatever. So he was like, she had to tell her, like, they doctored their test, you know, they lying. But you was right there. You saw her still there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But just, her mom had to feed her something to make her think something different. I want to say our heart was broken. Like, them was my dad's first grandkid. This was his grandkids. He was so attached. It broke my daddy's heart, broke our heart. So when I say give stuff to God, you got to give it to him because I had to give that situation to him. I don't know if I ever talk to my sisters again or if we would ever be able to communicate and come to an agree, come to say like, yeah, you my sister. When my dad was passing, I had one of our mutual friends reach out to her. She said, oh, tell me I pray for him. She didn't come around. She didn't come see him. She didn't come see us. That was hard. You know, so I had to give her to him.
Give her God.
And still to this day, I think about my niece and my nephew all the time. They probably like, Peyton just turned 20. They probably, I don't know, 16, 17, 17, 18. They went too far, not too far behind her. And I ain't seen them since they was probably like, laid eyes on them for myself, probably since they was like 6 or 7. Held them in my arms, 2 or 3. I had to give it to them. Like, I am, and my prayer and my desire is that one day God would send her back. Number one, you gonna apologize because you done some messed up stuff. Talked about us on Facebook, something like how we lying. Girl, you ain't no celebrity. Why would we just want to be claim you as a sister for no reason? Like, you're my sister. I know she's my sister. And I hate that we lost a relationship that could have been so great. One day, that's my prayer, that God will bring her back, to us. Yeah.
So, what advice would you give to someone else who is facing a similar situation? Losing their parents. Just, girl, I tell you, you got strength like no other. You look like a walking muscle, okay?
If you don't know God, get to know him. Just simple as that. Because I promise you, if I didn't grow up in church the way I did, and you know, as a child, you don't really appreciate stuff. You don't know why things are being done. We couldn't go any and everywhere. You know, they didn't let us go in there. Well, your friends come over here, but y'all ain't going over there. Darn, well, we can't never go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But now I know why I appreciate it. All my classmates' kids graduating high school, they going to high school, and I'm just starting. Like, and that was the reason why, you know what I'm saying, we weren't sheltered, like we couldn't do nothing, but they made sure they knew what type of company we was keeping. So just growing up in church and having that background, and you know, as a kid, like, you ain't really pay attention to church like that. We want to go to see our friends. But at some point, I'm listening. Like, it's getting down, you know what I'm saying? It's getting down in there. All them talks with mama, and stuff like that. Like, at some point, it clicked. And it's like, God is real. Because I always see it, and I know it in my heart. If I ever lost a parent, I don't care how old I was, I wasn't gonna be able to live. You know, this is talk. I ain't gonna be able to live. Like, I ain't gonna be able to live life without my parents. Like, you need your parents. Like, I couldn't even fathom life without my parents. I remember we used to have talks and sit down, even with my Aunt Pam kids. We used to have all the cousins, and we used to talk about like what we'd do if our parent wasn't here. I just remember us having them talks, and I just knew. And even when it actually happened, especially with Mama, when it happened, oh, I knew I was gonna lose my mind. They told me if I ain't calmed down, they was gonna take me to the hospital. Like, I was sick. I was devastated. I was, whoo, like, but get to know God. And I'm just gonna be real, like, it ain't nobody but God, because I know if it wasn't for God, I would have been in the mental institution. Because that's just how close I was to my mama. That's just what I want to be here for. You know what I'm saying? Why? So there's no other way I feel like you can cope or get through. I've never had therapy. I've never went and sat on nobody's couch. I never really talked to nobody. I've never, I mean, although I still feel like I can use some,
but you made
counseling, some therapy, but I've never, and to this day, I ain't never really sat down and talked about my whole story to anybody. So it wasn't nobody but God brought me through. And music. Like the art of music. Like I would just be in my room crying, singing, crying, snotting, listening to music, crying, singing. Like singing is really what brought me through. And I'll never forget, there was a song that I just played over and over and over after Mom passed away. And that was He's Able. One of my favorite songs. And that's because like now being older and going through so much, I know that He is able. Like He is able to do anything. Like if He carried me through that, oh, He can carry me through any. Like I trust Him, cause He got me through the death of my mama and my daddy. And still to this day, I just be like, Lord, you did that, cause in my own strength, I would have gave up long time ago, feeling like I ain't have, you know, nobody else, family that I thought would have been there, church members that I thought would have been there, that really wasn't there, but God was.
Let's say it, girl.
And my mama taught me, if she ain't teach me nothing else, she taught me how to pray. So prayer done got me through a lot of things. Pray and then trusting that God gonna do what He said He gonna do. And I want to say, since then, me and my siblings, I ain't never had to worry about where a meal was coming from. We ain't had to worry about if the lights and stuff was gonna get paid. Like at some point when we were in need, and as we say, it wasn't no way, God made a way. And I just be like, Lord, thank you, because I remember when, but you came through. But I remember when I thought this was going to get cut off, or I ain't having to do this, but you sent somebody. But this happened. Like, I serve a big God. Like, he be coming through. He be coming through for me.
And do.
Okay, he be coming through. So, yeah.
So, what are you most proud of achieving during this challenging time? Like, through it all, like,
not losing my mind.
That part.
Really, not losing my natural mind. Like I don't, and if you never been through it, then I can't explain it to you. But I know my mind should have been gone. Like this reality, it should have been gone. But yeah, I look back and I was still able to go through life and make sure that me and my siblings was good. And although, I was hurting, I was broken, it just be like, wow, Lord. Then I get on Facebook and see people doing this with their mamas and this with their dads. And every time Mother's Day come, Lord, that's a constant reminder.
Because she passed on Mother's Day.
On Mother's Day. Like, a day where you honor your mom. Mine was taken. So I am very thankful to the Lord that I'm still in my right mind. Because I know people who have been through less than me, and they just They out here, they don't got it. Like, they don't have it.
That's true.
And they choose other things to cope, like alcohol, drugs, or, you know what I'm saying? Or they just out here in the world, they just lost.
Right.
And I felt like that could have been me. I was in my early 20s. I could have been like, bump this, siblings, y'all go somewhere. I'm going to the club, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to have my fun. But I couldn't do that.
You stepped up.
I couldn't do it.
Big G.O.D. and Big Reek.
Girl, I couldn't even do it. Like, I couldn't do it.
Y'all did that, girl.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So what are your hopes and dreams for the future, both for yourself and your siblings?
So, first of all, one of them already came. Lord, everybody got their own place. Praise the Lord. Thank you. I love my babies to death, but I'm like, Lord, I need my own space. Whoo, Jesus. Baby, we was together for a long time. I'm looking like, yeah, okay, everybody getting a little grown. Everybody smelling like stuff. Everybody want to do their own thing. I want stuff done this way. They want stuff. Everybody got their own place. Praise the Lord. So that's number one checked off. Yeah, like, and then another thing, like, real talk, people were so shocked that we were still together. But I don't know. To me, it wasn't strange. I'm like, they're my babies.
They're your babies.
A lot of times people like, well, you know, your sister, brother, and I, like, we all live together. Y'all stay together since y'all mama passed away. Yeah. Like, what else we supposed to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like people were shocked. And I'm like, yeah, we still together. Then I tell everybody, they're my babies. Like, we still together, but like, behind closed doors, I'm like, y'all, we got to do something. This ain't it right here. Y'all, we fussing about dishes. No, this ain't it. We got to do something.
Everybody got to leave the nest.
So, you know, that time finally came. And even when I first stepped out and got my own place, I think Journey and Zach was together for a while. Then they finally, but me just being me, I'm still worried about them. And people like, let them be, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. They got to grow up. Let them. But there was some mother in me, and you know what I'm saying? I was still worried about them. I'm like, Lord, I asked my own place. I got it. Here, I'm still worried about Journey's Zach. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I just want to see us be successful, and whatever we choose to do. Like, I support my siblings. I don't care what they want to do. I'm gonna support them. I would like to go back to school. It's hard, but I'm gonna do it because that's what I want to do. I was in culinary school for pastry arts because I like to bake. And although you don't have to go to school for that, but I wanted to.
You want to.
I was in school, but I ended up getting withdrawn from school for attendance. Like, having my babies, working full time, coming home trying to get homework done. That's nice. I was like, I'm gonna log in, and then I'm at the computer like this, and I be like, bump that. I closed it, and I'm going to bed. Like, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
So absences added up, and I was withdrawn from school, and then I felt a little defeated because I'm like, dang, I didn't get my massage. Like, I didn't go back for that, and I was like, I want to do this, and now I'm withdrawn from that. But I have a support system, but it don't look like other people's support system.
Gotcha.
I have my kids 25/9, not 24/7. I'm 25/9.
I feel you. I know.
So it's hard trying to be in school, you know what I'm saying, in school and stuff. But what I've learned not to do is like beat myself up about things that I can't control or don't have or don't feel like I should have. And I just go with the flow of life. I learned to go with the flow. And I don't feel bad. A lot of times people ask me to go do this and can I come to this? I've missed birthday parties. I've missed all kind of stuff. And I be like, sorry y'all, I can't come. I don't have a babysitter. And it's just, I'm not mad. Like, yeah, I need a break. I want to get out, but I'm not upset. I'm just like, I'm staying home with my babies. I got the babies. It's like, this it. Like, this, I'm a mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but going back to it, so my goal is to go back to school. So if I don't finish pastry arts degree, I was originally in college for early childhood education, which is what I'm doing now. But I would like to have a degree so I can move up, and
like,
get paid more.
right.
And one thing me and my sister also always talked about, because it was a dream of my mom's, was to own her own daycare. Mama loved the kids, so it just, she used to babysit. Lord, she babysit I don't know how many kids.
Everybody kids.
And we was right there. We was right there, and I believe that's why her passion fell on us, and we love the kids. So, but we spoke on, fulfilling her dreams and getting the daycare together, even if it's an in-home daycare. So, so just for me going back to school, but also for us to be homeowners. Me and Jordan talk about it all the time.
Yes.
And people do it all the time. I was like, girl, you single, I'm single. Like, you want to get something together, and we work towards something better. Let's do it, girl. You know what I'm saying? Things go better when we are together. Working together or whatever. So that's the goal I want to see for them too. I want to see them get their own. And like I say, just be successful in whatever they do. Because whatever they do, I'm going to support them, period.
Because you mama, sister, all in one.
Period. Okay. I'm going to support whatever they want to do. I'm just praying God give Drina whatever she want to do. Because she just like, you know how to do hair. You know how to do this. But I feel like I don't have that something, But if she don't do anything else, she love the kids. So yeah. So we have to get together and work this thing out and get our own daycare, and that's what we gonna do. But whatever God wanna do for me and my siblings, I'm available, and I'ma help them get to whatever they wanna do. Whatever they wanna do.
So what do you hope listeners will take away from your story?
Don't give up. It ain't gonna always be hard. It's really for real. Like, don't give up. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Like, there is nothing you can go through that God can help you overcome.
Right.
Like when I said I've been through a lot.
And look at you.
Don't look like
girl. It. Okay, don't look like
girl.
It. So,
thank you, honey.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord. Yes. Clock it, honey, because I serve a big God. Okay. But yeah, so like, don't think it's the end. Like, when you feel like it's the end, that ain't the end. When you feel like you're at your lowest, that ain't the lowest. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just know that you can always come out and overcome anything. Like, anything. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Like, and it's crazy. Like, over the years, this is another thing that's done kept me going. Real talk. I've had so many people inbox me. Some people I know, some people I didn't know, to tell me that they proud of me, or I don't see how you did this, because girl, I would have such and such and such. And I just be people like, I didn't even know you was looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Where you come? I don't even know you. Or but for them to say some of the things that they've said have really been encouraging. And I'm like, okay, God, like, give up for what? Not this girl just said she was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like with my boys, like, people compliment me all the time how I'm raising my boys. And in my heart, in my mind, I'm just doing what my mama did with me. Like, I'm just doing what I know. That I want them to experience what I experienced, but even greater. I want them to know God like I know God, and I want to know God now.
And they do.
And they ain't up but 1 to 5, about to be 2 and 6 in August. But I want them to know that God can bring us out of anything. Like even my oldest now, he's still learning how to really, form his words and sentences and things. But anytime I'm going through something, I don't feel good, or Mommy, you need me to pray for you? I say, I sure do, Carter. Come on here. Yes, I do. I sure do. You say your leg hurt? Well, Mama, right here. You say your leg hurt? I say, yes, sir, right here. Put your hand right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm teaching them, and they are really learning, and I'm proud of that. But I give all them praises first to God, but to my parents, to my mama, because I'm like, this what she just want.
She gave you that foundation that even though she gone, she know that was gonna keep you standing.
Absolutely.
Some people don't understand. Like, you want to give your kids a J's, you want to give your kids this and that. When it's all said and done, that foundation got to be set with God. Because that's what's gonna be the foundation to help them stand when you do transition. Because everybody got an expiration date.
Absolutely. And that foundation kept me all these years. I just want to tell you, I'm so proud of you. I admire your strength. I'm big cousin, but big cousin admire little cousin's strength. Because, girl, I'm telling you. And it's like, girl, it's got like, literally, I never, growing up, people always say, to God be the glory. Like, to God be the glory. Because it ain't me. It ain't my strength. It's his strength, or the strength that he put in me. Because no other way would I even be able to sit here and talk to my big cousin about what I've been through.
Well, I appreciate you. And I'm so grateful. Thank you, God. Because everybody's just been so willing to share their stories. And some people don't realize, like, how your stories, your testimony, help other people. Like, sometimes you going through stuff. It's not just for you. Mm-hmm. It's to let people see the residue of God on you, even though you've been through that. So I appreciate you being so willing to share your story and embark on this journey with me, little cousin, but big cousin. Okay.
Yeah.
Rita, can you say something for us?
It's been here, girl.
You did so good. I just want her to wrestle y'all with her voice for just a little.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back to the song that's done kept me all these years. Is that okay? I'm getting just
go ahead, girl.
Just a little bit.
Go ahead. That's all I need.
Okay. God is able to do just what he said he would do. He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. Don't give up on God, 'cause he won't give up on you. He is able.
Woo! I love you, girl. To my audience, y'all, hope y'all tune in to more episodes. Please like and subscribe. I love you. Girl, give me a hug. I love you, girl.